Enjoying a nice musical interlude as guests coming into the studio, guests lugging very heavy gear into the studio at 7 minutes before 7 o'clock because there's sure to be lots of cheering and likely a lot of sweating at the TCAP Center this upcoming weekend. About 36 competitors will be in Montague for the Red Isle Classic PEI Kettlebell Sport Open. Organizers say it is the first of its kind on PEI. And to tell us more, Susan Walsh joins us here in our studio this morning. Hello, Susan.
Hi, Matt. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you coming in, and we brought the heavy kettlebells in here. I saw Richie working hard to help you out. Richie needs an ice bath now, but people don't usually think of kettlebells. I mean, we know this is an exercise activity, but how does the competitive element come in here? What is a kettlebell competition like?
Well, the kettlebell sport is a little different than kettlebell fitness for sure. Number one, the kettlebells look different, a little different. And it's an endurance, strength endurance event. So lifters will lift for 10 minutes without the kettlebells, hopefully, going down to the floor in 3 different events, snatch, jerk, and long cycle. Also have the choice of doing biathlon, which is snatch and jerk.
Okay.
So every rep, every lift is counted by a judge. They have to be, good technique.
Right.
And we go from there.
So it's the number you do in a certain amount of
it's
time.
It's the total number you do, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So who is taking part in this competition? We mentioned about 36 competitors.
Yeah, we're really excited. We have our own island team, Red Isle Bells, as well as some independent lifters here from PEI. We have lifters from New Brunswick and Nova Scotia coming as well.
What can you tell us about the island team, the Red Isle Bells? You have the T-shirt on and everything.
I do. I'm wearing the shirt. I'm wearing it proud. We're 10 members strong, all female at this point in time, but always looking for more members to come, and males, of course, as well. Just a fantastic group of ladies. This will be all their first time lifting, so a little bit of jitters, of course, but lots of excitement, and we're just thrilled to be hosting down in Montague.
And how did you find yourself in this sport? How did you develop this interest in the kettlebell?
Well, I've been practicing kettlebell and teaching kettlebell for about 9 years, and 3 years ago I took a certification from the Orange Kettlebell Club from California, and did a certification on coaching for the sports side, and had started dabbling with kettlebell sport at that time. It's been probably about 1.5 years since I seriously started competing. This will be my 4th competition. And the kettlebell community in general is just an amazing community. It's competition, but really it's yourself that you're competing against, and everyone just is totally supportive of each other. It's a pretty special bunch of people, for sure.
And is it a growing sport? Are you seeing more and more people interested in this?
Yeah, and we're thrilled. We're thrilled to see it growing. It's growing worldwide. In Atlantic Canada, for sure. This will be the largest competition so far in Atlantic Canada. So we're pretty happy to be hosting that in Montague. So we just, the sky's the limit here.
And take us inside a competition. What is the atmosphere like? Just how competitive and intense does this get?
It's electric. It really is. It's just emotions are high, nerves are, of course, jittery, but then people just get to work and do the job. And I mean, and a lot of it is probably 95% mental as opposed to physical.
Right.
You'll see people jumping and screaming, and there'll be tears for people. 10 minutes is a long time to put weights up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
And everyone has their own struggles along that way, much like running a marathon, really. It's an endurance sport. Lots of emotion at the end of it, for sure, and just a huge, huge sense of satisfaction. And the Red Isle Bells have been working hard. They've been preparing, getting their sets done, and they're just going to crush it.
All right. Well, Susan, look, we don't have 10 minutes for you, but we do. Would you mind giving us a demonstration?
Sure.
We do have our TV viewers here.
I can do a little one.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do now, these are the bells I'll be competing with, but I'm not warmed up or anything. So
no,
I'm just going to show you basically what a jerk looks like.
Okay.
And I'll do it single.
Oh, so many jokes.
Come out right.
As I look at it, Richie, but no, that's okay.
And normally we compete with 2 kettlebells for jerk, and I'm just going to show you with one, just for
Sure,
space.
please. All right, Susan's getting set up, and while she does, I just want to say Susan Walsh runs Studio K, just outside
Yes,
Georgetown.
I do.
One of the organizers of the PEI Kettlebell Sport Open, the Red Isle Classic taking place this weekend, Saturday, April 22nd, at the TCAP Center in Montague. So go ahead, Susan.
All right. So the kettlebell's going to come into what we call rack position, right? And normally I'd have a second bell here.
Right.
So you've got your dip, your first jerk, and then walk out on the top.
How heavy is that
Back
bell
down.
that you're lifting?
This one is 8 kg, so about
Okay.
18 pounds. Yeah.
All right.
So just up, down. And again, there'd be 2 bells here.
And you would be timed again for how long? How many
10 minutes.
10 minutes, my
Yeah.
goodness. How do you feel at the end of 10 minutes after you've been doing that, Susan?
Mixture, relief.
Right, adrenaline's going, but
Definitely relief.
yeah.
Yeah, just euphoria.
Yeah.
So depending on the lift, there could be disappointment there, of course, if
Sure.
you don't have a good lift. But just it's good. It's a good feeling.
Well, Susan,
Yeah.
thank you so much. We're coming up to our news, so we'll help
Yeah.
you lug all of
Yeah.
well, Richie will.
Yeah.
He'll help you
Yeah,
take those
thanks for having me. And I just want to say a big shout out for Kimberly and Michael Eagles, my coaches, who were really instrumental in bringing Bell here too.
out. Susan Walsh, again, it is the Kettlebell Sport Open, the Red Isle Classic, this Saturday at the TCAP Center in Montague. This is Island Morning on 96.1 FM. World Reports up next. Look at that, right up to the time.